I'm here with my FTM 200 and I wanted to talk you through an accessory I've added to mine that I think is extremely useful and might be something you will want to purchase and add as well. A lot of these radios come with the ability to add a micro SD card, which does a lot of stuff like backing up. It'll keep track of your GPS log, stuff like that. But the thing that I think is interesting and exciting is you can record conversations you have, which serves a couple of important functions. Number one, if you're on the road and you want to record something, maybe like me, you like to pick up simplex contacts if you can, and you want to record those. And it's going to be some time before you can note the call sign. With the record function, we can record the conversation so you can go back and remember that call sign. Or the other big one is being able to help someone troubleshoot if they have a hum on their signal or there's audio is not as strong as it ought to be. You can record it and help them troubleshoot later on. And so there's a couple important things here to note as we get into this conversation. The manual gives some important details on what cards are supported. In the FTM 200 case, the max size is 32 gigabytes. Here we are looking at the side of the radio, and you can see the clasp release right there to remove the faceplate, and then next to it is the slot for the micro SD card. What's interesting and tricky about this is you have to have the micro SD card reversed in order for it to go in the slot properly. Once the card slides all the way in, it will have a quiet click when it is properly seated, and then you're ready to go. After seating the card, we're going to turn the radio back on. Once you've added a new micro SD card, you will want to format it with the radio. So we're going to long press the menu button, and we will use number 106 to format the card. It's a pretty simple process to just simply type OK to format it. I'm not going to do that on this particular card because it's already been done. And then if the radio has not recognized the card, then it should show up. You may need to cycle the radio, but it should show up there again on the symbol right there at the top. Now, my favorite feature again is recording conversations for troubleshooting purposes, for me remembering what was said, that kind of stuff. To initiate voice recording, you will need to go to the menu, and this is really where the problem is with this particular radio. You would need to go up to item number 39, and as you can tell, that can be quite a ways off. You can shortcut the moving through the menu by pressing the up or down on your microphone. Here we are at item number 39, so just by default, the radio would require you to go to this item, push in on this selection knob here. That starts the recording. See, there's the record symbol, so we know that it is functioning. And then you would have to come back here and push stop in order to stop that recording. And that's just not practical in a mobile situation. You want to be able to do that just by reflex without looking, so your attention is always on the road. So here's the big trick. We are going to reprogram the function keys on our microphone to start and stop recording. I've chosen to use program button number 2 for that purpose. On the radio itself, we'll go back into the main menu, long press there, and we're going to go to number 27, mic program key, and we're going to see the list there. P1 is fixed and cannot be changed. Only 2, 3, and 4 are allowed to change, so I set number 2. If you push the select button in, you can scan through all the options that are possible, including off. You can turn that off completely. We'll go to mic record, push the menu button, we'll push program 2, Then we got the record on, and we push it again, and it stops. And just like that, we are able to implement that. Now, to get your recording back, you can listen to it on the radio by going to item number 60, log list. So I'm not a big fan of the name of this, but that is where all that's stored. You go here, you can see voice, message, and picture. Should you have taken pictures with the accessory microphone, received messages APRS, or downloaded them from Fusion System, you will find them in here. And we go to voice. I've got quite a few in here, so it did take a second for that to happen. So there's a recording I made where we were discussing painting an antenna so it doesn't stick out quite as much. I wanted to remember some of the details of that conversation, so I did record.
Stuff. Mine's on a 10-foot mast off the top of the house. The antenna is like 18 feet tall. You don't really even see it.
Hopefully you found this useful and you will come back for a future video. Talk to you later.